guys, this is Khrissy B here, checking in with Sway's Universe Hot Topics, where I discuss all things music, entertainment, and music. And I am here with a dynamic duo, but they have their individual things going on in their own right, and they're goats in their own right. Sir Darius, hi, how are you?
What's up?
Trevor was good, how are you?
What up? I'm great. Happy to be here.
And we're going to cheers to Liqueur, who sponsors this episode. Y'all already been sipping. We already been sipping.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good
this
job.
Is good stuff, right?
Good
cheers.
job.
That's very good.
Okay, can y'all describe the taste? Give me a little bit of feedback how y'all like the liquor.
It's like melted down candy to me. It's like a liquidized candy like that you get from grandma's house, but not anyone from grandma's house, your favorite one. And then that melted down.
What was that candy that grandma used to always have on her table?
My grandma
and
had
that orange yellowish color wrapper.
Yeah, she had those.
Yeah,
she had
like
mint.
This is what this tastes like.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, the little butterscotches. Yeah, and they be all stuck to the wrapper and you trying to like eat it off.
Yeah.
I used to hate that though. Like, why was that the only candy and the mints sitting on the table?
My grandma had the little strawberry ones though. You know what I'm talking about?
Strawberry ones
Those
are
good.
Those
are bomb.
I see those now to this day. I'm like, pull the
You gotta have one. Yeah, you gotta have one.
You must be a millennial, because that's a millennial thing.
Hey man, you know, born and raised in the 90s.
Right.
In the county of Dade.
Yeah, but thank you both again for being here. It's a pleasure. You know, again, you guys are both goats in your own right. Trevor's singer, songwriter, actor, Darius actor, and acting coach, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're from Florida?
From Miami, yeah.
Okay, what brought you to LA?
Acting.
Yeah.
I went to New York first, went to college in New York, and then came to LA.
And how long you been in LA for?
16 years.
Okay, and you said you've been here for 20.
About 20, yeah.
So I will say, as somebody that's born and raised, you guys are not transplants.
No, I'm definitely, I've been here
You
a
guys been
minute.
here for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, perfect. And you're originally from Indiana?
Indianapolis, Indiana. Shout out 317-765.
Okay.
Naptown.
Yeah, dope. So in LA, where did you? Okay, so now there's also too, since I've been here for a while. Like the Hollywood area and IE is not LA.
Yeah.
So are you guys LA, or you guys come from the outskirts?
I mean, when I moved here, I moved to Burbank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was in Burbank for like the first 9 years, and then I moved somewhere else in Burbank for like another 2-3, and then I like 5-6 years ago, moved to Northridge, which I love.
Oh, Northridge is nice.
I love Northridge.
And what area did you kind of?
City.
Where?
Studio City.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of people kind of stay.
I used to live in Marina Del Rey for a little minute. I love it out
Marina.
there, but
It's
it was
beautiful.
too far from my son's school, so we moved back to Studio City.
Right.
The drives, man. The drives to anywhere. That'll make you adjust, I feel like, in life.
And the
Bro, I
traffic
was in the
here
car
is a
for
shit show.
5 hours a day.
Yeah,
Taking him to
you know
and
what I'm
from
saying?
school.
You're like, we can't do
This is
this. We
crazy.
can't do this. Like, I had a certain trainer, and I was like, I can't do this. This just doesn't align with my life. Me having to drive here and then drive back.
Well, my trainer's in Long Beach, and I live in Inglewood. So I'm just
30, 40. No?
on a Sunday it's 25.
Oh, okay.
But during the week it's about 40.
Ugh.
An hour.
He must be great.
gross.
I choose
It's
donuts.
free training, so
That's
I'm a travel however
donuts.
far I got to travel. To
You're
get my
training your
body
mind.
together.
You're training your mind. When you have to drive there, you're focused. You're like, I got to get to
It's
this
free
work.
99. Shout out to Lance. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So
let's go.
it's free 99. But Trevor, again, actor, singer, songwriter, dancer. You started on Broadway. You've been in this for a very, very long time, and you are can I say your age?
If
no,
we'd
maybe
like
not.
to, we
Okay.
can totally. Yeah, I'm 29. I'm 29.
Okay, and you're turning 30 in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we just discussed this off the camera. I feel like you haven't even scratched the surface yet, but you have done so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, I discovered you. How I discovered Trevor is from one of your covers on Instagram. And I love all the exaggeration of the I love it. I don't give a fuck what they talking about on Instagram. I love all the exaggeration of the facial expressions. I want more of it, actually. So if it's if it's not over exaggerated, I feel like you ain't doing enough, because I feel like that's you and your expression and how you.
Yeah, that's how I do everything. I overdo everything. But to me, it's just how I do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like let me try and do this extra thing. It's just everything that I do in life, I try to give all of myself to. I try to feel everything, whether I'm writing, whether I'm performing. I come from the days of, watching, Gregory Hines, Michael Jackson, Prince, these people that really performed. Yeah,
man.
And
Bring
I
it back.
felt like if they weren't doing that, then I wasn't in it. I felt like they were faking it. So, I don't know. I've always been that way.
Do you think that also has something to do with your Broadway background? Like theater and theatrical?
I guess you could say that. But I feel like there's a lot of other people who have come from that world who aren't that way. I just think just do it. Give everything I got for sure.
Mr. Darius, you have the actor and director background.
Yeah.
Okay, and how did you kind of tap into your industry?
Oh man.
And how did you two even? So what's you guys' background? So give me that question first, and then I'm interested to know how you guys met.
Well, for me, acting was oddly sort of always in the background of my life secretly. But nobody in my entire life knew that I was interested in acting at all, including my mother. I was going to med school. I was a biology major. And I wanted to be a doctor. That's always what it was going to be. And also, I'm from a Haitian family, so it was like, be a doctor, be a lawyer, engineer, be a nurse, get a real job sort of thing. And then my second year in college, I got an opportunity to go to acting modeling talent competition in Orlando at Disney. I was taking my girlfriend actually at the time to audition for it, and they were like, "You too." And then I ended up getting a modeling contract out of it. I got a scholarship to the New York Conservatory for Dramatic Arts. I did a year at NYU as well, and just like really sharpened my craft. And I was like, I gave into the fact that I actually loved it. It had been a secret for so long, and then when I told everybody like, "Hey, I'm moving to New York and I'm gonna go be an actor," everybody was like, "What? Since when?" Because I was also a super duper shy kid, so it came out of nowhere for everybody else. I played basketball actually. I played basketball for a year in college. Yeah, well, that's that's age and donuts right there. But yeah, I was a string bean, played small forward for a long time. But yeah, there was that. I don't know how I met Trevor, but
we met a bunch of times at events. We've seen each other. Yeah. I mean, when you get into this industry in this world, you're gonna see people, and it's the people who are consistent. It's the people who don't give up that you're gonna see all the time throughout your experience. So you'll brush shoulders with people a bunch, and then I feel like it was at one moment that you had reached out to me and we kind of connected in that way, and you just told me what you were doing. And one, I like the hustle, and I like the intention, and the stuff that he was doing. And I was like, cool, man. I'd love to be a part. And yeah, we like to make people have a good time.
100%. Yeah. This is a good time guy over here, and he's also a good guy. I like to connect with artists that I think really give a fuck. Honestly, it's part of my French, but people who really care are the ones that I like to connect with, and I've always seen that from him. And so.
Now, of course, I mean, for the obvious, you guys are two Black men in film, right? And I'm just very curious, like, what's been your biggest obstacle and challenge navigating as Black men in film?
That's a long list.
I'll let you take this one first. I mean,
I'll pour a drink.
Okay, so for me, the biggest challenge and obstacle is constantly over and over again having to prove yourself. No matter how much success your last project, experienced, they still make you sort of jump and dance for the next thing again. No matter how similar it is, too. Like for me, if I audition for one more football player, I'm going to be angry because I've shown you guys that I can do that.
I low-key stereotyped as a football player, so here we go with that.
Right, but the thing is,
but there's so much more range. You have more range than that. Yeah.
Like at what point is good enough sort of thing. We guys like us, we don't get in trouble or anything. Knock on wood. We come professionally. We're prepared and all of those things. And I think that sometimes. I wish that it was more of a meritocracy for Black men and women in this business instead of us always having to jump through hoops to get the next thing. And that's been my experience anyway. But I've also been extremely blessed. I've gotten some of the biggest projects on earth, and I'm super grateful, but it also is a little exhausting having to constantly prove myself.
I can agree with that 100%. I think too, this may just be me, but I've noticed like when it comes to certain projects, they won't pick the more attractive looking, I feel like when they want to cast, I've gotten that a lot, and it pisses me off every time. Why I didn't get the role? Oh, he doesn't look urban enough. I don't look, he doesn't look.
Gotten that.
You know what I'm saying? Good looking guy.
Urban enough?
Not Black enough.
But when you go into a film where you're not supposed to be the person that takes the attention, you're not supposed to be the person that everyone's looking at. You're supposed to be the 2, 3, 4 on the call sheet, and your lead is white or whatever else.
Interesting.
And you come in there and you draw the attention. It's too much. We need somebody that looks more. What do we think? What's the Black guy at the office look like? He's got to be, maybe he's a little chubbier. Maybe his glass, he's got, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, it's like, I just feel like they always want to kind of sway. 100%. Yeah. So
I had a wardrobe person on my first movie ever. Literally, they were putting me in a tuxedo for this prom scene. I was 23. And she literally said out loud in front of everybody, it's like, he looks too handsome in that. It's going to take away from so-and-so, from the lead.
Literally.
Put him in the black one. So they put me in a standard black tuxedo because the other one made me look too good.
That happens a lot. I'll just see a lot of trying to dim the light. And I think it's hard for us to get roles that don't surround the struggle through blackness. I think we should be able to have human roles that aren't about being black. I think it should be about being human, and you just so happen to be black in that project. So that's also another one. But there's so many. I mean, I could sit here all day and name off.
That's a great point.
And it's worse for black women, just FYI. It's way worse. Way, way worse.
Wow.
Yeah, like 90 times worse.
Yeah.
Very interesting. But Trevor, with you, I'm, kind of stay on this topic. I'm very interested to know because also too, you're a cast member on Grey's Anatomy. Mm-hmm. And if we can just speak the obvious, it's a predominantly white cast.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you obviously black male. How has your experience been? Which it seems from the viewers, it seems great. I mean, your body and your role. But how was your personal experience working with?
It's the best job I've ever had in terms of the people I'm working with. They're the kindest, sweetest, most supportive, most generous, and I've never felt more safe as an actor.
I love that.
Oh, wow.
And that's all I want.
And Grey's Anatomy is like top
you know what I'm saying?
10, ever.
But I just want to feel safe as an actor to make my choices, to feel like nobody's trying to sabotage me. Yeah. There's no fake love in the room. Like everybody is what they say they are and are being as vulnerable as possible because everybody wants the same thing in return. Yeah. My castmates want to go into a scene and feel like I'm not trying to sabotage them. So it's like, and it goes from the cast also to the crew, and it goes to the writers always checking on me. Hey, how are you feeling with that? Is there anything you want to change? Or, so I've just felt so much love, and I love that I'm able to be a black doctor. Like he was just saying, like I've gotten, hey, can you play a football player, basketball player? Can you be a rapper? Can you be the gangster guy that kind of walks this way? And it's like, we've, so I'm thankful. So I'm thankful to have a role that shows young kids another avenue, another way. We can be seen in any light that we choose. Yeah. Not lights that are casted upon us, you feel me?
Debbie Allen loves you, by the way.
She's amazing.
Wow.
I love her too.
I ran into her in Miami at ABFF.
I love her very much.
Do you feel like Superfly was like a typical role, or do you?
No, especially the way I played it, I don't think was typical. I could have. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah. But I could have gone that, yo, man, I could have done that, you know. So I wanted to kind of do some weird whatever I thought that was. I still don't know what it is, but I feel like it could have been if I played it that way, and I feel like I tried to play it a different way, which is why I liked it. And what I liked about Superfly is what I feel like most people like about The Sopranos, or you like about Goodfellas. It's like when you watch those movies, you're not look at these ignorant white people doing gangster stuff, even though they're doing the exact same thing that people do in a gangster movie.
Right.
Maybe because their skin and their hair looks different, people receive it a different way. But that's all it is. So
And when you mentioned being safe in films, when has it ever been a situation when you guys haven't felt safe, and how do you kind of come out of that?
Oh, there's a lot. You go first on that if you want.
I have one, but I did a movie, I don't care. I did a movie for a particular billionaire who loved the idea of a whole bunch of black people working for him and needing him. And so he kept extending the movie and doing rewrites. I mean, the guy did 34 rewrites in a 6-month span and then extended the movie another 3 months on top of that. And the movie ended up taking over a year to shoot, and it was supposed to be like 4 months of our life. And at the time, like I had just had a son. My son was born literally the day after I got cast in the movie. And so there was like no sensitivity to anybody's schedules and stuff like that, but he loved the idea. It felt like, honestly, like he had a whole bunch of slaves. And to be perfectly honest with you, all of the people that were cast in the movie outside of 3 people, this was their first movie ever. So they were like, this is how it goes. I was like, this is not how it goes. You have an entire cast, the top 10 cast, only 2 people have rental cars, and we're away from home for 9 months and stuff like that. And he would like hit you up and be like, it'd be like 4:00 in the morning. He would send you like a text, email. You have the hotel calling your room and stuff like, hey, we need to do a rehearsal at 6 a.m. Like out of nowhere. Like, the schedule wasn't right or anything like that. And then when he did finally drop the movie 3 years after we did it, it was the most awful thing that I had ever seen. He cut so many people's scenes. There was a girl. He had 2 girls in particular. He had a lot of black women being raped in the movie, first of all, which was really annoying. And so they're like, and again, I'm an acting coach, so people are coming to me like help them prepare for the scenes and stuff like that. And it's
how
very
traumatizing. And how do you come out of that once you're done filming?
And then didn't use the scenes.
Wow.
Like,
he used the scenes.
One of them.
We just don't have them in the movie. Those are his scenes that he gets to watch on his own time.
That's sick.
Also sleeping with like 3 of the people on it. Like, it was just a complete abuse of power. And, you know, the fact that he was super wealthy, I think he thought that he could do that. And at a point, I just walked from the movie. I left because I had another project going. I turned down 2 huge TV shows, huge Dick Wolf TV show that I turned down because I was doing this movie and I'd given my full commitment to it. I said I was going to do it. But at a point, I was like, okay, we've extended 2 months past when I was supposed to. This is not reshoots. Like, we're still currently shooting. I was like, I got to go. So you can minimize my role. You can do whatever you want to do with it, but I can't do this anymore. I'm missing out on other work for not a lot of money for me anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, but
traumatizing.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
What about you?
Just directors that aren't good at their job. You know, a lot of directors want to be actors, or a lot of directors can be more worried about how the shot looks, less about how the movie feels.
Right.
So I've been in a lot of experiences where, you know, you'll have a director just kind of make things difficult based on the set and not on performance, and just not understand how, again, vulnerable an actor is when he's mid-scene. Or, you know, I've had like someone cut me mid-scene or someone be like, hey, next take, don't blink. Shit like that. Like, what? Bro? You just cut me in the middle of my monologue?
That's crazy.
You cut me in the middle of my monologue to tell me not to blink?
Yeah.
What does blinking have to do with or like any of these things, right? People try to get so mathematical when it comes to creativity, and that's just the opposite. Like, I mean, maybe for some people it works, but even if I'm in the studio, like, I don't want to hear any equations. Everything for me should come out of real life. It should come out of what's happening in the moment. It should feel very, very almost spiritual.
Absolutely, yeah.
So when you're doing this, like, well, we listen to Ed Sheeran's record, it has 2, 3, 2 on the first line. So let's copy that, and then, you know what I mean? You already lost me.
Yeah.
Because that's not for me. Yeah, that's not for me. That's not for me. What's for me comes to me. I feel it every time. Yeah. So whether I'm acting or anything. So anybody that tries to, like, take that, exactly. Yeah. That's when I get it's not right. It's not right.
Yeah.
It's not right.
Now, with you being an actor and singer-songwriter, I'm curious to know which one comes easier for you.
Writing, singing, songwriting.
So acting is the more challenging side for you.
Out of the 2. Okay. I mean, there's always going to be moments that are challenging, but for the most part, it's gotten easier. And for me, I want it to be hard. You know, I'm waiting for the days where I'm like, damn, I don't know how I'm gonna do the scene. Yeah. Because for, you know, a lot of the stuff I'm doing, I've done TV for a long time. I've done, you know, 3 cameras or whatever. So it's like a lot of the days are pretty easy to understand. But I'm waiting for, you know, those roles that I get where I'm like, dang, I have to walk like this. I have to kind of have my neck like this the whole movie. You know what I mean? I want to get to those spaces where I can really, dive into something else. That's a dream of mine. But out of the 2, and only because everything I do musically comes inward, outward. Everything acting comes outward, inward. I take someone's material, I take someone's idea, and I bring it in, and then I push it back out. But everything musically is my fucking life. Yes. And then I'm doing
that. Which one did you start? Did you start acting first, or
started tap dancing first?
Okay.
That was the first one.
No way.
And then singing probably came in between that, and then acting. Yeah.
Was the conversion hard? Because our previous guest, I was talking about that. So he started acting first, and then now he's an artist and singer-songwriter. I'm like, how is that conversion for you? Are your fans receptive to the fact that you jumped into this industry acting, and now you're being an artist?
Well, my professional,
I'm curious to know how has that been for you?
My first professional job, I was doing all of those things
at the same time.
I was singing and dancing and acting as young Simba in the Broadway show Lion King. So everything that I did for the first time ever was all of it. Yeah. So that's why it's like always been a part of me. It's not like I'm trying to do something that I haven't done. It's like this. I've always been doing this stuff.
And I saw you on Broadway, by the way, when I was my
You saw Young Simba on Broadway too?
In New York. It was my first year in college.
Sick. Sick.
Pretty cool. He was pretty damn good. It was my first Broadway show, by the way, too. I was like,
dope.
This is amazing.
But yeah, so doing that, I've always kind of done all 3 of them. But I think as long as it's authentic, I don't think you can worry too much about the opinions of people. You know, I love "You wasn't with me shooting in the gym." That's one of my favorite lines, because like 99.9% of everyone that has anything to say about anything that anyone does has nothing to do with your life and has no place in it.
1,000%.
So it's like
yeah.
people can do and think what they want, and the people that need this stuff, they'll get it, they'll hear it, they'll connect to it, and that's who it's for.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I love that. And Sir Darius, you're returning as Fred in Jumanji. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jumanji is like
Massive.
a GOAT film.
Massive,
like,
massive,
the original,
massive.
like in the 90s. The first Jumanji came out, 95, 96, if I recall.
Yeah.
Like, so that's almost 30 years later.
Yeah.
You know, that legacy is still going on. How do you feel? Again, I'm going to emphasize this all the time. A black male in Jumanji, it's important to emphasize that because that's important. So how has that, role and that, how has this experience been for you?
Well, shout outs to David Allen Greer, who was in the original Jumanji.
He was, yeah.
Shout out to Kevin, of course, Kevin Hart, and The Rock too.
The Rock,
He
Johnson.
is black. He's a black man.
Yeah.
and he says it openly always. So, got to pay homage to Robin Williams. He's one of my favorite creators of all time.
1,000%, yes.
He is, my first favorite movie was Hook.
Classic.
Yeah, directed by Steven Spielberg. So he was such a big part of the fabric of my upbringing, and his ability to just like let go and be free.
Yeah.
I was always sort of envious and enamored by people like that because I was not that way. And so it's really, really cool to get an opportunity to reprise this role right now because I just never would have imagined that I would have been in it in the first place.
Yeah.
It was, when I got the audition for it, I was like, yeah, right. You know what I mean? And I almost actually left that audition that day because I had two other auditions that I thought was better suited for. And I'd been sitting there for like an hour and a half. I was like, what is going on here? This is crazy.
At the Jumanji audition.
At the Jumanji
You're
audition.
waiting, okay.
On top of that, I knew somebody that was already on hold for it. So I was like, why are they even bringing me in here like this? And they do that sometimes trying to like smoke the other person out. They're like, hey, maybe they have a contract issue or something like that. Like, we're not about to pay you that. So we're going to bring somebody else in to make you hurry up and sign or whatever. So that's why I thought I was being caught in the middle.
Messy?
Yeah, it is.
That is so messy.
It's called a bidding war.
Golly.
But I didn't think that I was suited for it. And I called my agent. I was like, I'm about to leave. He was like, please don't leave. They requested you for this. Dang. And I was like, okay. And so, I did one audition for it. I was on hold for 3 other gigs at the same time, thinking I was going to get one of those. I had actually booked another movie with Will Ferrell already at that point. Long story short, I ended up getting Jumanji and found out later that the Will Ferrell movie didn't even go because he had a disagreement with the director. So it was like, if I had accepted that job, I would have X'd myself out for Jumanji. And now here I am, 10 years later, third Jumanji, and now likely our last one, but almost a $2 billion franchise at this point with some of the best people I've ever known in my whole life.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm still pinching myself right now because it's so fun. It's so funny. And, honestly, on this set, this is one of the rare examples where I would say, like, it feels like color does not exist in this place. It's just
that's awesome. That's awesome to
I
hear.
love that.
So,
that's awesome to hear.
It's really cool.
Oh, that is so. Oh, love that. Love that.
Christmas Day.
Yeah, Christmas
Let's go.
Day.
Shout out Christmas Day.
That is such a thing. Like our families going to see movies on Christmas.
Yeah.
We have breakfast and then we all go to the movies as a family.
Yeah.
That's what we used to do in my household, at least growing up.
That's awesome. I
so
love
that's
it.
that's
we
gonna
were
be
in
a
our
great
pajamas.
film.
Yeah.
Literally.
All together.
Yeah, I love that.
That'd be tight.
I want to know too. Let's talk about mental health for a second and how you guys balance personal life and work-life balance, and like the struggles that you guys don't necessarily talk about and the silent battles that you guys fight with. I'm very curious, especially as Black men. I feel like you guys hold so much in and you guys suppress a lot. So with these demanding careers and industries that you guys in, how are you balancing? I have to keep going. I have auditions and we have roles. And you said you create every single day. Like, where is your balance and when do you guys stop and take a breath and, cater to your mental health?
Mr. Jackson?
Yeah, I say when it's something that you promise yourself. I remember for a long time I was like, why can't I get up at 5 a.m. if I'm being called in for a job? But if I want to get up at 5 a.m. to work out, I don't do it. Someone else, by someone else's demands or schedule. So that's been something for me forcing myself to go to the gym and kind of doing things that I promised myself. Those are my like little check marks, little bookmarks that I've been doing that kind of keep me happy and knowing that I'm in control of what I can be in control of.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can almost feel like you're being used by yourself. I'm like, I'm using me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not giving me no, no massage, no love, no lunch break. You know, I'm just taking advantage because I know that I'll do it. Because
absolutely.
That's been my life, you know? Who else is going to do it? I have to do it.
Yep.
And not saying that no one else is capable, but just for me, I want to be the guy that does it. I want to be the guy that's in the movie that gets the girl and that flies down and say, you know, I'm like, I just want to be that person. And so, but I've realized it's taken... You know, knowing that even on the days where there's not nothing going on, that's not a pointless day. Like me taking a day to rest is actually doing a lot for me. You know, so
you're still being productive. You're
those type
your
of
body
things.
up.
Yeah,
really well said. I'm probably the worst person to ask this question too because I am.
You be on the go.
I'm very abusive to myself.
Okay.
You know, I struggle with depression a lot, and have for many years. Since I was probably 16, but more so in the last 11 years. My brother was murdered in Miami 11 years ago, and that's, I mean, you know, life happens, I guess. But that particular scar has been the hardest thing for me to kind of get past because it's a person that I've loved most in my entire life, and I'm not afraid to admit that.
Yeah.
And so,
older brother?
2 years older, and the only person I've ever let protect me or have my back for anything in life because I'm strong. I mean, I'm strong as hell. You know what I'm saying? But that made me weak, and I remember the day that he died. I was like, I will never smile again. I'll never smile the same again, and it's remained true. I smile, I have fun and stuff like that, but it's not the same because I don't have that person to grow old with, and so it's in the back of my mind at all times. And I look at you and your brother, and I see the bond that you guys have, and I even looked at the birthday post yesterday, a day late, because I've been spending time with you, and I'm envious because I miss him so bad, and not in a bad way, but like you know, there's sometimes I'm like on a plane and I still forget, and I go to like text him like, yo, guess where I'm about to, and it still even now just kind of doesn't compute. And so for me, the mental health part has been tough, and so I've just thrust myself into work over and over and over again. And people are like, "Why are you? You're starting another business? I own 3 businesses." You're like, "Why are you doing all this?" And you have an acting career that already takes care of you, and it's just like I need the distraction more than anything. But I prioritized that this year. I'm going to, you know, get into therapy and sort of like lean into the fact that like I need to start letting that part go. But also culturally, for me, my family's Haitian.
Okay.
And so mourning people that you love is a sign of respect to them. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's sort of a badge of honor that you end up carrying and wearing to let them know that I loved you and I never forgot you. You know what I mean? So my last sort of homage to him is going to be me getting my first tattoo in Vegas from Compton. Compton said he did some of yours. But I'm going to get a tattoo.
He did do some. Yeah.
My brother was tatted from his neck to his ankles. So that's going to be my shout out to him because he knows that I'm like, I love
you don't people have not wearing one tattoos. Single tattoo.
I just see people sitting in the hair. Like the makeup trailer, he's in there for 3 hours. I'm not doing it. I don't got it.
I'm trying to cover it up for a role.
Right,
okay.
Sure. But that's going to be my homage to him. But I think that it's very important to prioritize mental health. And to ask questions to people that know how to do it too. I think that in the Black community, it's starting to become more prevalent now, but it's sort of a faux pas. Like people don't really talk about it that much, and it's seen as soft. And so I think that it's really important to go against the grain on that and really lean into making sure that you're okay so you can take care of the people around you. And you know, I really take that responsibility very seriously.
Have you been to therapy at your first session yet?
I've been to like couples therapy, not my own,
but your own
therapy.
Okay, it's different.
You gotta sit in your own.
It's different. I've done both. I've done solo therapy. I've done couples therapy. Definitely do solo therapy, bro.
Really? I'm always scared that they're just gonna ask me questions and not actually do nothing.
But you have to realize that it's not about them.
Do something.
You're going there and it has nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
It's everything to do with you, and it's for you to have a space to say all the things that you think with no one else in the room, and with the only person in the room, illegal for them to say anything to anyone else. But it's another human being that I get to say things because you realize some of the things that you might be like, oh, but the minute that it comes out of your mouth and that you speak it, you feel completely different, or you know, you just have different perspective. But just hearing you speak about that, one, very powerful, and hey, I'm just glad that we get to be here now. But I definitely recommend it, bro. It'll be nothing good for you, and I do it, and it's amazing, and it's helped me out a lot. So
after Vegas, that's my.
He's so right, and then I think the most for me with therapy is somebody I don't know. So you have that unbiased opinion. Like when you're venting to your mom or your friend.
Everybody has an opinion you already, or they already know you already, and you kind of you have an image that you want to uphold for that person, how they see you. You go into there and it's like, hey man, look. Yeah. And they're like, okay. And then, even how they react, you'd be like, what? That's how you, no, that's normal, everybody. You know, and they're like, okay. And you start realizing maybe I'm not so alone in how I feel about that, or maybe I'm not the only one that kind of feels this way. And it really is, it relieves some pressure. It relieves some pressure because you put it on yourself already. Yeah. You know, so sorry, I just wanted to say that.
That was powerful shit. That was powerful shit.
That was powerful shit.
It's encouraging. I appreciate that.
We really, really need that.
To that, I'll drink.
I'm so glad. Let me take a sip too.
I'm locked in here.
Okay, wait. Let's get you together.
There we go. I kept trying to move that. You saw that? I was all trapped.
Are you together now?
I'm together now.
All right, Trevor, you released recently Gotta Be Us.
Yes.
Great song, and you're working with Pooh Bear on the project.
Yes, Pooh Bear is doing my next album. I'm very, very excited.
Now that's GOAT status.
You feel me?
That's GOAT status.
That even how that whole thing went down. So my brother and I were kind of talking like, "Yo, what's next?" Because I just gotten off tour from "I Love You Goodbye," the greatest breakup album of all time. I was on tour for that, and it was a very emotional, powerful tour. A lot of people were healed from it, myself included. And then when I got back, my brother's like, "Okay, what now? What do we do now?" He's like, "You've done all of it. You've shown everybody you can write, shown everybody you can sing." He's like, "Well," we were like, maybe, he's like, maybe we collab with someone, like maybe you just get a big producer or a big writer that kind of sees the vision and blah, blah, blah. Then the next week or the week after, we ended up randomly doing a campaign, and Pooh Bear was working on the campaign. And then when he met me, he was like, he was like, why are you not the biggest person in the world? Why am I? He's like, what's going on? He's like, I feel weird even asking to want to work with you because I should already know who you are and be on you. You know what I mean? He was like, it's weird. He's like, but I'm just trusting God and what's going on right now.
Absolutely.
He's like, can I fly out here next week and record some records? He's like, I'm an upcoming songwriter. He just like to do this little game, right? I'm an upcoming songwriter if you just give me a chance. He tells me shit all the time. I'm like, shut up, bro. He's like, if you could just give me a chance. I'm like, whatever. So he comes out, we record like 2 records, and then he's like, yo, come out to Miami next week. We fly to Miami next week. That weekend we record 7 records in 2 days. And so we have the album done, and it's incredible, and everything was very intentional. Although it happened quick, it was with the idea of this is kind of a new sound of mine. I'm coming out with a new feel, and with just a more global, worldly vibe to it. And I'm really, really grateful. We ended up having the same tattoo. The first time we met, he has the same tattoo right here on his arm. Like, it was weird stuff like that was going on. And so I'm really, really stoked. I think these are the records that, they're going to last lifetimes after me, for sure.
I was just going to ask that. What's going to make this collaboration feel different from anything you've done?
I think it's, just the type of records. I think it's the timing, you know. I'm a man now, the stuff I'm talking about. I just feel like people always kind of,
30, big 30,
big 30 people, but people always just kind of have this vibe. So I just think I'm stepping into this next phase of me, and the music is just really, 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 really good. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I'm grateful. We're definitely gonna play some in Vegas. So you hear some new stuff.
What's going on in Vegas? Y'all done mentioned Vegas a few times, like.
First of all, Trevor's literally one of my favorite singers ever. And I'm not kidding. FYI, half the reason I moved to LA was to be a songwriter as well.
Oh, wow. So, okay. You got hidden talents?
Well, I mean, he's one of the people that I actually would love to write a song for you one day.
Oh,
honestly.
please.
I've written some songs for some really dope people I will tell you about later. But I wanted to come in and specifically be a ghostwriter. So when I'm choosing talent for my trips, which I'll get into in a sec, I'm always looking for people that I think are supremely talented. I even got some people that are coming to Vegas that are like up and coming people that I've been watching on the internet for 2 or 3 years. And I'm like, this guy, right opportunity, or this girl, right opportunity, I'm going to put them in a place where they can be in an incubator that helps become a springboard for them. I think it's important to also, help people along the way. And anybody that comes on our trips and listens to artists, their streams typically go up like 3,000x, honestly, because our base is very loyal too. But I own a travel club called Top Shelf Vacations Travel Club.
Yeah, dope.
We do 4 international trips a year, 2 domestic trips. Vegas would be one of them. And it's all-inclusive luxury travel for people of color and those that love us. Everyone is welcome. But I wanted to create a safe space for Black and brown people to go places and not feel like they were, sticking out like a sore thumb, basically. I also use private security, who actually has toured with him twice now. One of my really close friends, Omar. Shout out Omar. Hey. But private photography, videography, security, all-inclusive meals.
Is this once a year?
Accommodations, blah, blah. We do 6 trips a year.
Oh, 6 trips a year. Okay.
4 international, 2 domestic.
Okay, dope.
What we're doing in Vegas, I came up with the concept called Sounds of Summer. And the whole purpose is for us to get back to artistry. So I'm going to be featuring a bunch of different types of artists. Of course, it's music focused first, but I've got contortionists, I have fire breathers, I have magicians, I have Compton, who's going to come in and do some performance art tattoos for everybody. We're going to have a spotlight on him with some Trevor Jackson music playing in the background while he tattoos people and stuff like that. All sorts of cool stuff. But we're going for the R&B tour. Usher and Chris Brown. I got 20 box suites there. And we're going to be doing, all VIP everything. We got private performance from Lucky Day on Friday. We just confirmed Lucky Day. And so that's going to be amazing. And we've put together a really cool Vegas-esque theme for his show. I've got another artist called Rob Lee that's going to be performing. Another guy named Thank You Martino as well. All guys that I really, really look up to and look forward to always. I think that it's important to admit our fandom. I think you should be a fan of the people that you work with as well. And I don't work with anybody that I'm not a fan of. And so I've been a fan of him for a long time, as I said before. Even though he booked Blackish spinoff over me. It's fine. I was too old for it anyway. But we're doing this Vegas activation. We got 300 people going on the trip. We're staying at the
Virgin. And what are the dates?
September 4th through the 7th. It's going to be Labor Day weekend.
Dope.
We're also going
back. That's a good weekend, too,
it's a great weekend. It's a great weekend.
It should be booming for y'all.
We're doing the official Eric Bellinger after party, too, who has also been on our trips as well. They were actually supposed to be on one together, but scheduling stuff, and Eric ended up going on tour with Usher and all kinds of stuff. But, I just wanted to create a community for people to get together, like-minded people and people who are in similar income brackets and stuff like that, to be able to come and hang out. Sounds of Summer is all about sort of bringing that red cup vibe of like put your cell phone in a fish bowl and have a good ass time. And we got the photographers going to take the pictures for you and just really connect. So that's what we're doing in Vegas. And everybody in this room is invited. These guys are already going, but y'all can come too. Just let me know. You know what I'm saying? Just say nice things about me when you do. That's all.
That's all.
That's all I ask.
I love that. I love that. Well, really quickly, you both have like incredible journeys, and I feel like I always try to praise Black men. Just keep going. And I'm just so excited to see where you guys are going. And Trevor, you specifically, your R&B style is just so rich and seasoned. And when I listened to you, you played some songs, of course, and everything you played, I loved.
Thank you.
And you have a very seasoned and rich sound. And I want to ask you, as a millennial, I come from like the Jodeci, Mint Condition, Boys to Men era where
they could sing. They could actually sing and songs.
Incorporated the bridge. There's a thing called a bridge.
Oh yeah, bridges as well. Yeah.
That's missing, I feel, in a lot of modern R&B.
Yes.
And a lot of the new kids don't really know about the bridges because it's a missing art, I feel like, in songs.
Yeah.
And I'm very curious to know, like, what are some of your favorite bridges, or one of your favorite bridges that you love in an R&B song?
Well, I'm going to toot my own horn and say Bouts to Be is a record I put out, and it's one of my favorite bridges of any song ever. I love the bridge in O.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good one. Some Boys to Men bridges in there too. They're going to cruise. I'm just going to cruise.
I'm trying to think now of another bridge, a crazy bridge.
And why do you feel like, I would love to hear your point of view on why you feel like the bridge is an important part of the song.
I think breaks are good.
Yes. Yep.
And
that's exactly what it is, by the way.
That goes for anything. That goes for anything in life.
Yes.
And it almost makes you realize how good what you had was. It's almost like if you're in a relationship and y'all break up a little bit and you try some other stuff, you're like, I'm gonna go back home. And you're like, this is what home is like.
Is right. Yeah.
I think that's what a bridge is. It's like you go through the bridge and you're like, oh, this is cool, this is different. And then you get back and you're like, oh, this is why I started playing the song anyway. to come back to the hook. So I think it's very, very important to give it that little tease, that little, separation.
Yeah.
I love that climax, man. You need that climactic feel. Bring the point home.
Right.
I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you, please.
Oh, that's
at home. Come on. I'm surprised you didn't say I did. Boys to me.
Yeah.
Jodeci got the coldest, the best,
Love 'em.
and I mean the best bridges and stacks that we've ever heard in music, by the way.
Whoa, she's saying that. I don't know if I can agree. Best? It's up there though.
It's up there.
Maybe top 3.
And we can go.
You gotta have an argument
and we
against
can
it.
go with Brandy. I mean, Brandy is the
Boyz II
vocal
Men with those stacks.
Have you ever?
You putting Boyz II Men over Jodeci?
Ooh, I mean, it's worth talking about now. Hold on.
You're saying it like that's easy.
It's worth talking about.
On camera. We're putting Boyz II Men over Jodeci. Absolutely not.
Wanye is out singing everybody that's in this conversation.
Wanye is one of the best singers of all time.
Wanye is out singing everybody in this conversation.
I love Jodeci though, and I love Khrissy and JoJo, and I love Jodeci.
I'm not putting.
Wanye is out singing everybody that we're talking about.
Boyz II Men over Jodeci. Now, if we're gonna add mid-condition in the conversation, that's a little different.
Wanye still sings better than everybody in this conversation.
He does.
Wanye singing better than Stokely?
Yeah.
He's the top 5 male vocalists of all time in my opinion.
Who been hollering?
Anyway,
Wanye is respectfully though.
Wanye is singing better than Stokely.
Respectful. Hooting and hollering.
It's all control. We're talking about control. We're talking about control over vocals.
Okay, well, you the singer. Let me shut up.
Controls.
I don't have no
You gotta cry on the track sometime. I
don't have no vocals, but yeah, we still not putting Boyz II Men.
But you can say records. If you like some of those records, I can maybe give you some of that. Like, yeah, there are some amazing
Pretty Brown Eyes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Even in Jodeci, they got some more memorable, maybe like in that time that was playing. Jodeci was probably playing in the club more than Boyz II Men at a point in time, right?
100%.
So that's what I mean.
That's my preference. I'm still not putting.
So y'all was in there being like this.
Boyz II Men playing at every wedding in the world.
She's like, Jodeci. Ain't nobody fucking with Jodeci.
I'm with Jodeci, period.
Additionally, Boyz II Men will be at every race's wedding on top of that. So it's crossover appeal is also I think important too. So, but
there you go.
But Jodeci for the hood all day. I love it.
Not for the hood. Y'all just disrespectful.
Hey,
y'all disrespectful.
You know what I mean?
So what y'all got going on next that we should
Don't be mad. Don't look at the knee. That's the mad knee. That's the mad knee. Now what's the player? I'm sorry.
Tell the people what y'all got going on next. And how can we stay in touch and follow y'all? On that note.
Stay in touch, Trevor Jackson 5.
Yes.
But no, I definitely am excited for everybody to hear this album that I'm doing with Pooh Bear.
And we're excited too, Trevor. Like,
it's really,
seriously.
really
Like, I feel like I said.
And I didn't play you any of those, by the way. I'll play you one when we cut. But I'm really excited about these songs.
And invite me to listening. I'm like, now that we're homies, low key.
Yeah, please pull up.
Stay connected.
But it's really, really dope. And like I said, just to be able to align with somebody who sees in me what I see in myself is really, really special. And he's #1 right now. I mean, he did like 8 records on Future's album.
Fire. Yeah.
He's just super versatile, unmatched when it comes to that type of stuff. So really excited for people to hear that. I'm currently filming season 23 of Grey's Anatomy, so make sure you guys watch that when that comes out. And yeah, man, make sure you stay tuned with Top Shelf Getaways. We're about to be out there in Vegas. We'll be turning up.
I'm gonna try to make it to Vegas.
And Christmas Day.
Come through. And Christmas Day. We got Jumanji 3 Open Worlds in theaters December 25th.
We're showing up in our pajamas.
Go see that for sure. I'm also going to be directing my first feature in October in Tennessee. I'm really excited about it. I wrote and produced this film as well, and I'm really, really, really excited about that. Yay storytelling, but visit us, Top Shelf Vacations, on Instagram or on our website as well. And say that you heard it from here, and I'll knock something off the price for you or something like that.
Okay, well, Sway's Universe Hot Topics, Khrissy B. You heard it here first. You heard
Make sure y'all get some
yaya. Drink that yaya liqueur and sweet. Make sure you chill it. Shout out to our sponsor. And this is Khrissy B on Sway's Universe Hot Topics, where I discuss all things music, culture, and entertainment. I love you guys. Peace until next time.